I'm on a mission to review and rank every single episode of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and I'm not stopping until it is done. I'm of course talking about the critically acclaimed 3D computer animated Star Wars anthology series that first aired in 2008 and ended in 2020. Not to be confused with Star Wars Clone Wars, the 2D animated micro series that was released in 2003. I'm watching and reviewing every single episode in the official release order to keep things simple and ranking each episode as I go along. When all is said and done, I'll have a complete and comprehensive ranking of every episode from the entire series. So to make sure you don't miss a single episode, like this video and subscribe to the channel to ensure you stay on this journey with me. There will be spoilers for today's featured episode, so viewers beware. Now, on to today's episode. Today we are looking at episode 11 from season 2 titled Lightsaber Lost. After Ahsoka Tano's lightsaber is stolen by a petty thief during a mission in Coruscant's criminal underworld with Anakin Skywalker, she enlists the help of an elder Jedi Master called Master Terra Sinube to help get it back. Sinube helps Ahsoka by using his knowledge of the Coruscant criminal underworld to track Ahsoka's lightsaber as it passes from criminal to criminal. Eventually they find two criminals called Cassie and Ione with Ahsoka's saber. Both of them escape, with Cassie slipping away from Ahsoka by using the Padawan's lightsaber against her. Sinube manages to place a tracker on Ione that leads the pair to a train station where they have a standoff with Cassie. In the end, the two defeat Cassie, recover Ahsoka's lightsaber, and Ahsoka learns a valuable lesson about patience. Lightsaber Lost is another Clone Wars episode that is entirely dedicated to the continued development of Ahsoka as a character. A simple story of Ahsoka trying to track down her stolen lightsaber is used as a narrative container to teach a wider lesson about patience, grace, and wisdom. I love how the entirety of this episode takes place on Coruscant, specifically in the criminal underworld. It's a part of the universe that hasn't been explored as much as you'd think it would over the years. There is a heavy focus on the criminals and shady individuals that make up the grimier parts of the planet, and it fleshes out the wider universe in a way that I greatly appreciate. The fact that Ahsoka's lightsaber is passed from one party to another multiple times during this single episode is a simple but effective method of showing the interconnected nature of the criminal underworld. Ahsoka's guide through the criminal underworld, Master Terra Sinube, is the clear standout character here. It's always nice to spend time with an older Jedi Master whose greatest strength isn't his skills with a lightsaber, but his mind and wisdom. Sinube specializes in the criminal underworld and displays a deep understanding of the culture and environment that ultimately leads Ahsoka back to her lightsaber. It's interesting to see a Jedi specialize in a specific area of expertise, and he feels like he fell out of a Star Wars police procedural, which is only enhanced by the inclusion of the Coruscant police here. Sinube teaches Ahsoka a lot of important lessons that she wouldn't have learned from a Jedi like Anakin Skywalker, teachings in patience, wisdom, and focus that ultimately help her succeed. It's an interesting choice to pair the rash and quick to action Ahsoka with the slow and patient Sinube, but ultimately it leads to Ahsoka leaving the episode as a wiser and more skillful Jedi. Ahsoka is impressed by the results that Sinube's methods get, and she takes them on board, incorporating them into her own discipline. Ahsoka's lightsaber ultimately ends up in the hands of two thieves who Sinube and Ahsoka have to deal with. Ahsoka has a fun chase with Cassie, who uses Ahsoka's lightsaber to alter the environment around her to slow Ahsoka down and ultimately get away. It's interesting seeing an untrained civilian use a lightsaber without any hint of grace, yet still getting results regardless. The episode also touches upon the false belief that a lightsaber makes the Jedi. The idea that some people think that a Jedi's power comes from their weapon, with Cassie saying as much to Ahsoka. There's not a whole lot to dissect here other than it's interesting that some people in the universe have such a surface level understanding of the Jedi Order. And to quickly touch upon Sinube's skill as a detective, I love how he plays with Ione at a crime scene when he knows that something is up. He can sense her anxiety and uneasiness through the Force, and seeing him use his senses to get her to confess is a lot of fun and shows how skilled a Jedi can be in odd situations like this. Sure, you could accuse this episode of being filler, considering that it doesn't do anything to move the wider narrative forward, but its importance lies in the development that it gives Ahsoka and how it affects her moving forward in future episodes. It also helps that there are a lot of smaller moments here that I love, like how the thief who initially stole Ahsoka's saber, remarks that he got rid of it ASAP because he almost killed himself with it. Keeping with the theme of civilians not knowing how to use lightsabers, it's also funny seeing Cassie initially struggle to turn on Ahsoka's lightsaber. It's easy to forget that most people in universe go their whole lives without ever actually seeing one in person. Additionally, the meeting of Yoda and Sanube at the end of the episode is also a nice touch. These two have clearly seen a lot together, so seeing them greet each other like old pals is nice. I also like the clear lineage of passing down the lightsaber speech from Master to Padawan here. Ahsoka talks about how Anakin gave her the "this weapon is your life" speech like Obi-Wan did for him, and the episode ends with Ahsoka passing this teaching onto a group of younglings. It's fun seeing the lineage here. Lightsaber Lost presents a break from the wider Clone Wars with a self-contained episode that further develops Ahsoka as a character and teaches some important lessons. I love the police procedural vibe here, and Master Sunube's knowledge and traversal of the Coruscant criminal underworld shows us a side of Star Wars that we rarely get to see. It's fun seeing what multiple civilians do with a lightsaber, and the chases that ensue because of it are a joy to watch. This simple story about Ahsoka trying to reclaim her stolen lightsaber provides standard Clone Wars thrills with some important teachings about grace and patience that make for a fun episode. And that was Lightsaber Lost. Ranking it against every other episode of Clone Wars I've reviewed so far, it currently sits at number 19. Will it hold this place? Only time will tell. And here is the complete ranking so far. That's me finished for this episode. Now, I want to hear from all of you. What's your personal review of this episode? Where would you rank it among every other episode of Clone Wars? Let me know in the comments below after you've liked the video and subscribed. I'll see you guys next time with another Clone Wars episode review and ranking. Until then, thank you for watching. As always, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.